The House will come to order. Prayer by the chaplain.
Let us pray. Dear wise and loving Creator, I am privileged to stand today before the Minnesota state leaders to say thank you on their behalf for the abundant gifts and the visions you have bestowed upon them. I thank you for their ability to be involved in useful legislation that leads to the true needs of our people living here in the state of Minnesota. I ask that you will graciously grant this assembled body wisdom to govern amid the conflicting interests and tumultuous divisions and issues of our time, a keen thirst for justice and fairness, confidence in what is good and fitting. I ask also that you continue to give them the ability to work together in harmony, and that ancient grudges that are held and nurtured for many sessions will be erased. Also, I ask for personal peace in their lives and joy in their task. I pray for the agenda and proceedings set before them today. Please give an assurance of what would please you and what would benefit those who live and work and play in our beloved state. Amen.
The chaplain for today is Reverend Oliver G. White from Clark Grace United Church of Christ, South St. Paul, Minnesota. Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The clerk will take the roll. The clerk will close the roll. A quorum is present. Reports of standing committees and divisions. Sorry. The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 91st Session, 2020, 65th day, St. Paul, Minnesota, February 20th, 2020.
If there is no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Reports of standing committees and divisions. A copy of this order of business has been placed on each member's desk. If there is no objection, the reports will be adopted. Hearing no objection, the reports are adopted. Second reading of House files.
Second reading House File number 8.
Second reading.
Second reading House File number 9.
Second reading.
Second reading House File number 1511.
Second reading.
Second reading House File 1521.
Second reading.
Second reading House File 2586.
Second reading.
Second reading House File 2976.
Second reading.
Second reading House File 3007.
Second reading.
Second reading House File 3105.
Second reading.
Second reading House File 3453.
Second reading. Second reading of Senate files.
Second reading Senate File number 1706.
Second reading. Introduction and first reading of House files. The following House files have been offered for introduction today. The clerk will report the House files and give them their first reading.
Introduction of first reading of House Files 3658 through 3767.
First reading House files 3658 through 3767. Report from the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration.
Winkler from the Committee on Rules and Legislative Administration, pursuant to Rules 1.21 and 3.33, designates the following bills to be placed on the calendar for the day for Wednesday, February 26, 2020, and establishes a pre-filing requirement for amendments offered to the following bills. House File numbers 3100 and 3068.
Motions and resolutions. There are copies of the non-controversial motions at the House desk and online. If there is no objection, we will take action on these motions first. Hearing no objection, the motions prevail.
Hornstein moves that House File number 3252 be recalled from the Higher Education Finance and Policy Division and be re-referred to the Transportation Finance and Policy Division.
The member from Hennepin, Representative Hornstein.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, this is actually a bill that I've authored. It deals with some transit issues. Some students at the University of Minnesota are interested in getting fresh food, and they want to extend the transit zone pass by one stop to get to a grocery store. I've talked to both chairs. I've talked to both Republican leads of the committees involved, and we should get this to transportation where we have the budget for this particular item.
Discussion to the motion. Any discussion to the motion? Hearing none. Representative Torkelson.
Well, thank you. Representative Hornstein, why does this bill need to travel through a motion? May I address Representative Hornstein, Madam Chair?
He will yield. Representative Torkelson.
Representative Hornstein, why does this bill need to travel through a motion?
Representative Hornstein.
Sorry. This bill is currently in higher ed, and we're moving it to transportation.
Representative Torkelson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll drop my question.
Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Those opposed to the motion, please say no. The motion prevails.
Bernardi moves that House File number 3135 be returned to its author.
Representative Bernardi.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I would like this bill returned to me, the author.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. Announcements. The member from Nicollet, Representative Brand.
Madam Speaker and fellow members, I would just like to introduce some special guests that are with me today. They hail from my district and Representative Torkelson's district also. They are 5th through 8th graders. Their teachers are Mr. Dan Erdman and Miss Emily Heinz and their chaperones. The students are at ISL. Also live with Brown and Nicollet counties. Today, the students had an opportunity to tour our capital, visit both Representative Torkelson and myself, Senator France, and toured a committee, and also met with the Lieutenant Governor and learned more about our state government. ILS has 6 teachers with 61 students in preschool through 8th grade. Emmanuel Lutheran School is one of the oldest schools in Minnesota, dating back to 1864. This is the 155th school year for ILS. The school is located in Cortland, Minnesota, right off of Highway 14. On the House floor today are a few members of the group in front of me, while the rest of the group is seated in the gallery. Please welcome the students, teachers, and chaperones from Emmanuel Lutheran School. Thank you.
Announcements. The member from Ramsey, Representative Lesh.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I rise to remind you of the Welcome Back to St. Paul reception this Wednesday, 5 to 7:30 at Allianz Field, overlooking the beautiful field. I hope you can all attend, of course, legislative session permitting, and I'm sure it will. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Announcements. The member from Blue Earth, Representative Considine.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I was standing prior to announcements, but there were people wandering around. I'd like to invoke Rule 4.31. My bill 1298 has languished in Health and Human Services Finance since last March. I believe this is a very important bill, and I would like to see it come to the floor.
Representative Winkler.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
State your point of order.
Madam Speaker, under 4.31, bills cannot be advanced that are in divisions of Ways and Means, and that's where that House file is.
Representative Winkler moves to a point of order under 4.31. I've reviewed the point of order and I find it well taken. Announcements. The member from Aitkin, Representative Lewick.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The GOP members of the House Policy Environmental Services Committee will caucus right after adjournment, room 208.
Any further announcements? The member from Morrison, Representative Creshaw.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, I'd just like to announce that Representative Considine, I support what you're trying to do. And if you can find a way to do it within the confines and not get ruled out by a point of order, I would announce my support for you.
Any further announcements? The member from St. Louis, Representative Murphy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, at 4:30, we are going, the Capital Investment Committee is going to meet over at the Ford Building. We're going to walk through the tunnel and go over to the Ford Building, and starting at 4:30, we're going to have a tour. The Ford Building is being recommended to be demolished. Some are recommending that it be saved. We'll see, because we'll have toured it. So anyone that's interested in joining us are certainly welcome. Also, I have an announcement about if you're sitting around just thinking about things you could ask for state money in the Capital Investment Committee, forget it. Just forget it. And if you don't have your idea up at the revisor's office, waiting patiently to get back down to you pretty soon this week, forget that and save it for another 2 years. We can't keep getting 20 bills a day and expect fair and just treatment. So let's cool it and come on a tour. We have good times on our tour. Today is sure to be another one because we have plenty of time to get there.
The member from Isani, Minority Leader Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, Representative Murphy. I actually might have one in my district that I'm still having drafted. I was wondering if she would yield for a question. Do you think if it was me, you might be able to find it in your heart to still hear that bill?
She will yield. Representative Murphy.
I will yield. Yes, yes, Representative Dowd. I will hear your bill if it's at 2 minutes to midnight on the last night when we've had 40 bills before yours. I will hear your bill.
Any further announcements? Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 4:15 p.m. Wednesday, February 26, 2020.
Representative Winkler moves that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 4:15 p.m. Wednesday, February 26, 2020. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move that the House do now adjourn.
Representative Winkler moves that the House do now adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The House stands adjourned until 4:15 Wednesday, February 26, 2020.